Checked multiple sources, but I couldn't find reliable information on a model named Yamaha VBR 2026 inches. The closest matches are Yamaha's YBR line of commuter bikes. So I'll assume you meant Yamaha YBR 2026 and base the script on its updates and news. If you really meant VBR, I can rework it once you confirm. Here's a approximately 800-word draft paragraph-wise for your video. The motorcycling world buzzes with anticipation for the 2026 Yamaha YBR, and recent leaks, teasers, and region-specific announcements have given us a clearer image of what to expect. For years, the YBR series has been a staple in many markets as a reliable commuter bike offering a balance of fuel efficiency, usability, and Yamaha's brand trust. In 2026, Yamaha appears ready to give it an incremental yet meaningful refresh to stay competitive, especially as rivals in the commuter class push new tech, styling, and performance tweaks. The updates seem aimed not at radical overhaul but at refinement, staying true to the YBR's DNA while bringing in enough enhancements to catch the eye of buyers who might otherwise look elsewhere. One of the more noticeable changes is the aesthetic update. From teaser images emerging in various markets, the 2026 YBR is rumored to feature sharper body panels, a more aggressive front cowl, and revised lighting components. The headlamp design is expected to adopt LED technology or a hybrid LED setup in certain markets, giving it a modern edge over older halogen systems. The fuel tank and side shrouds may see slight geometry changes to present a more muscular posture, and subtle graphics updates aim to modernize the visual appeal. These styling tweaks don't overhaul the basic silhouette but give the YBR a fresher, sportier presence among commuter bikes. Underneath that new shell, the 2026 YBR is expected to carry forward its proven single-cylinder engine, though with tuning refinements. Sources suggest Yamaha may optimize the intake and exhaust flow, adjust valve timing, and remap the engine management system to deliver a marginal bump in low RPM torque while maintaining or slightly improving fuel economy. In competitive commuter classes, that mid-range grunt is just as valuable as peak power, because it dictates how responsive the bike feels in real-world city riding conditions. There's also talk of improving vibration dampening, a key complaint in some older YBR models, through revised engine mountings or internal balancers to make longer rides more comfortable. The chassis and ergonomics might also see subtle but thoughtful upgrades. The frame geometry is expected to remain mostly the same, preserving the known handling characteristics, but suspension elements may be upgraded, either in spring rates or damping, to give sharper handling and better ride quality over rough roads. Brake systems might benefit from wider discs or better calipers in some trims, possibly adopting disc brakes at both ends in higher-spec variants if not already present. Tire profiles could get a modest update too, shifting to more modern patterns that balance grip, longevity, and ride comfort. Ergonomic improvements, a slightly reshaped seat, improved rider reach, or revised handlebar mounting, could make daily usability smoother, especially for riders in urban traffic. On the features front, expectations point toward modern conveniences creeping into the YBR. A digital or semi-digital instrument cluster is likely, combining analog and LCD readouts or fully digital in higher variants, offering fuel gauge, trip computer, gear position indicator, and possibly a real-time mileage readout. In some markets, connectivity might be introduced via a basic Bluetooth module to link a smartphone for calls or navigation prompts, though this may remain limited to premium trims. More advanced safety features, such as an optional ABS anti-lock braking system, are being considered in markets where regulations or buyer demand push for it. While full electronic rider aids, traction control, ride modes are unlikely in this class, introducing ABS would be a significant value upgrade for urban riders. Pricing and market rollout are still speculative, but regional teasers suggest Yamaha may stagger releases by country. In markets with high volume demand, Southeast Asia, South America, parts of Africa, the 2026 YBR is expected to launch earlier, with basic trims arriving first and more feature-rich variants following. Given global inflation and rising materials cost, price hikes are almost inevitable, but Yamaha seems likely to absorb some cost increases to avoid deterring buyers. Expect modest increases, especially for upgraded versions with more features or tech. One interesting development is how Yamaha is leveraging marketing strategies and regional specifications. In some countries, the YBR 2026 is being positioned not just as a commuter bike but as a styling statement for younger riders. Concepts show colorways with matte finishes, dual-tone body schemes, and sportier trim packs. There are also rumors of a special edition variant tied to regional events or brand anniversaries, offering exclusive graphics, alloy wheels, or cosmetic accessories. In parts of Latin America, for instance, videos floating online show prototypes in bold color schemes with decals that emphasize a sportier feel. In certain markets, Yamaha seems to be experimenting with hybrid or alternate fuel variants, though this remains speculative and not confirmed. Given the global push toward greener mobility, it's plausible in future years Yamaha may consider electrified versions of its commuter lines, but for 2026, any such move would likely be limited to pilot markets or concept showcases rather than full production. For the YBR itself, the focus remains on refining internal combustion performance, efficiency, emissions compliance, and user experience. Regulatory demands will push Yamaha to ensure the 2026 models meet stricter emission norms in various regions, so updated exhaust treatment systems or catalytic converters are likely baked into the design. One more point worth noting is global competition and how that influences Yamaha's decisions. Rival manufacturers are aggressively pushing features like smart instrument clusters, smartphone integration, ABS as standard, and even semi-automated systems in commuter classes. To keep the YBR relevant, Yamaha must balance cost, reliability, and feature upgrades. The 2026 refresh appears to reflect that, not wild leaps forward, but carefully selected enhancements to keep the YBR competitive without overcomplicating or hollowing out its value proposition. Despite the limited official announcements so far, the buzz and leaks suggest the 2026 Yamaha YBR will be a compelling option for riders seeking trustworthy daily transportation with a touch of modern flair. As launch dates near, more concrete specifications, official press releases, and local catalogs will clarify the final package. If you want, I can also prepare a region-specific breakdown, e.g. Pakistan, India, Southeast Asia, once local Yamaha reveals come out. Do you want me to refine this script for your specific country or market?